Now guys, see, now we need to calculate how much application money we receive with respect to each application, how much we have received. Now let's take it out. Okay, let's try to calculate. Suppose in the given case here, if you check this now, how much you have received, let's check this. See, in the given case you receive total 5,000 into 2, that is called application money. Please copy with me, everyone. Application money you receive how much, sir? See, 10,000. You receive 10,000 here. You can write it like 10,000 here. Okay? That is what you receive, 10,000. And here, sir, 30,000 into 2, that is called, sir, 60,000. So application money is received here. You can write received. Make it more comfortable on that. Sir, 60,000. Then here, sir, 3,20,000 into 2, that is called, sir, 6,40,000. Okay, guys? So we've done this. Completed, sir. Now let's see. Application money received, we made the entry. Now let's say application money kitna due hai. What is the application money due? Means, see, this is, there are lot of extra extra application we received, but we have to allocate those shares which are actually offered by the company. In the given case, company offered only 1 lakh share. So first of all, with respect to the 1 lakh share, we need to calculate the application money due on each category. So here application money due what? Same, 10,000. Because in this category, I am going to allot full share. So 5,000 ke liye 5,000. So it means 10,000. In this category, I am going to allot only 15,000 shares. So here 30,000. Correct? And in this category, I am going to allot 80,000 shares. It is 1:4. So 1,60,000. Completed. Now guys, can you write excess money received? How much excess money received? Here it is nil. And here it is, you receive 60,000 and you need 30,000. So 30,000 extra money you receive in the application. And guys, dekho yahan pe. And in the given case, you receive how much, sir? For 1,60,000 is there. Correct. And 6,40,000 is what? Your money you receive. So if you do the plus minus, then how much it is left, sir? 640 minus 160. So it's 480, sir. 480 is the excess money you receive. Correct. Done, sir. See, we have already calculated the excess money we receive. Done. Completed, sir. Acha. Next, if we read the question again, then we can understand little bit. Okay. See, they have given you the question, that is, sir. Now let's check it out once. We have completed this part. Okay. Till that part we have very much covered. Please note it down. Till that part, excess money received is 30,000. It means application money received minus application money due. It is the excess money you have received. Please note it down. Fatafat. Chaliye. Next, guys, see, in the given case, what happened? They have asked you, see, second category, because first category you least bother, because application received in full and allotted in full. Now in the second category is written in the second line, no money was returned to this applicant. The surplus on application being used to reduce an amount due on allotment. It means the excess money of 30,000 in the second category should be adjusted against the allotment money so due. So first we need to calculate how much allotment money we have due in the second category, and then we adjust those 30,000 from there. That is the first case. Now second, in this category, if you go to the second line, the money due on allotment was written by the company, the excess being returned to the applicants. Okay, it means what, sir? After this, we have to calculate how much money has been due on the allotment. I am repeating, guys. In the third category, we need to calculate how much money is going to be due on the allotment, including premium. So 5 rupees is going to be due on 80,000 shares that we are going to allocate. So that means our allotment money due should be 4 lakh rupees. So any balance over and above 4 lakh rupees, we need to refund it back. So guys, first of all we need to calculate how much allotment money should be due. चलिए एक बार कैलकुलेशन करते हैं guys, देखिए. First calculate allotment money due. Okay guys. Okay, allotment money, here you need not to calculate anything because here it is closed. We can stop here. Now see, if I am going to little bit above, sir, allotment money is how much, sir? Actually 1 rupees for principal and 4 rupees for premium, so 5 rupees, correct? So can I write here 15,000 is the original allotment share in this category, 5 rupees means 75,000, correct? And in this category, sir, 80,000 is going to be allotted originally, 5 rupees, it means 4 lakh rupees. Great, that is very easy to understand, no problem at all here. Now can you see here, your excess money is 30,000 and your allotted money due 75,000. Okay, so it means you can adjust from here 30,000 and from here full. See, you have received extra money 4 lakh 80, but what is the due amount? 4 lakh. So it means 80,000 extra money still with the company, which need to be returned back to the shareholder or the investor as per the question specifically says this in the last line of the third para. So see here, I can write here guys, please make a note of that, amount to be adjusted with allotment. So how much as per the question clearly? Amount to be adjusted guys, in the given case 30,000 and in the given case 4 lakh. Now amount to be received on allotment. See, on allotment in category 2 you are going to receive 75,000. Make a star mark here so that you can understand very much. Okay, so amount due on allotment is how much, sir? 75,000, but you can only adjust 30,000, so 45,000 is going to be received in future with respect to the allotment money. And see, in the given case here you have received 4 lakh 80,000, okay, excess money, but you need to adjust only 4 lakh. So here you need not to receive any money. Whatever the money is pending, okay, it's already paid at the time of application in the third category. So we need not to receive any money at the allotment with respect to the third category. So what is the amount of refund? We need to refund back to the customer, not customer actually, shareholder. That's C, and here 80,000. Completed guys. Here you can write return back to investor. Completed, sir. See, this is what the total calculation. It is very easy. If you follow like this, it will also be very easy. Okay. Somehow in the institute math, they have prepared like box, but you can follow like this. It will be very easy for you if you follow like this. Okay. ये clear हो गया. Return back to the investor. Now see, please note it down and then we are going to start doing the journal entries. Note it down here. $15,000 into 5, huh? You can also make a note of that. Allotment money due. Here you can write, please, for your sake of convenience, including premium ₹4. For the sake of convenience, including premium ₹4. See guys, chaliye move on. Now we need to prepare, okay, as per the book. So the first thing is that 1st July 2021. So the first entry will be on 1st July 2021. So bank account debit, as you are going to receive the application, bank account debit to equity share application. Sir, how much money you have received? See, we have received total application of 3,55,000. So 3,55,000 multiply by 2. You can say 7,10,000. Okay. That is the very first journal entry, guys. 3,55,000 into 2. I am not making the narration, okay, again here, okay, because we have already learned the narration. I am not going to make it. See, after these, guys, we need to transfer this money. Okay, after this, we need to transfer this money. So it is called the first thing, that is a journal entry related to the application money. And if we are going to check it, see here, if you are going to check it, allotment to be made on 10th July. So we need to adjust the allotment entry against the application money on 10th of July. So we are going to do the journal on 10th of July. See, in the next journal, 10th of July 21, when we going to make the transfer entry to the capital account, okay, transfer it into the capital account. So number here, you can write here, guys, equity share application account debit, ठीक है. So equity share application में कितना जाएगा, guys? 7,10,000 पूरा जाएगा. We need to transfer full amount. But now here the things are coming little bit interesting and tricky. See, first of all, how much amount will be transferred to the equity share capital? Guys, we are going to accept the offer only for 1 lakh share. So for 1 lakh only capital amount will be transferred. It means 2 lakh rupees. Always remember, in finally the capital account only consists of shares. Those are offered by the company only, not the application received by the public. It is only the actual shares that are going to offer to the public or issue to the public. 2. Guys, what we need to adjust again, the equity share allotment. Now I'm going to get to the workings part first. See guys here. Okay, how much money we're going to adjust? See, in category 1, we need not to adjust anything else. Here it is written, amount to be adjusted to allotment. We just check this out. So here, no amount is there. 30,000 in category 2 and 4 lakh in category 3. So add these two, 4 lakh 30,000. These need to be adjusted against the application money. Okay. So guys, see here, we can write easily 2 equity share allotment, 4 lakh plus 30,000. And you can make a note of that. Sir, working note 1. Okay, so here you can write 4 lakh 30,000. Because in exam we need to use black pen. So you can sometime use black pen, and don't use a blue pen actually, because it's not going to scan properly. That's why we actually mainly in exam we use black pen. And I make a compound entry, guys. Compound entry means when you punch 2-3 2-3 journals in a single journals. It is called compound entries, journal entries. So here also I refund some money that we also calculated here. How much, sir? See here, in category 3 I refund 80,000. So obviously when I refund any money, obviously it is goes from my pocket. So 80,000 should be credited. What goes out credit as per the real account? So you can write a refund. So I made 3 journal entry in a single journal. Okay. And remember one thing also. Here you need to plot a narration with respect to the board resolution number dated. Because always remember, in every capital transfer entry, we should do the board resolution number narration. Because in normal journals, we are not going to write board resolution number, rather only capital related transaction. Okay, here we are going to write it down. So the next, third, sir. Achha, after this, sir, we have to see on 10th of July, if you go to the question again, सपोज मैं आपको दिखाता हूं, देखिए on 10th of July we have made allotment also due. Okay, allotment also due including premium. So see how this journal entry will work out. देखिए first of all guys, the due entry will be equity share allotment account due, okay, to equity share capital account, okay, to equity share capital account. So here what will be the allotment money due, that's we need to remember. Always remember one thing, I think so we have already discussed regarding the securities premium journal entry. Okay, just wait one sec, I just need to check it out whether I give it to you the securities premium or not. Yes, I told you guys at the time of due entry of equity shares, if there is any premium is there, we need to do the premium entry at the time of capital due entry. So allotment account debit, share capital is credit, and securities premium is credit because it's a capital gain or capital profit, that's why. So come here. So here also write it down, equity share, sorry, securities premium, please. So it is nothing but sir 1 lakh. Here it is 5 lakh total. Here 1 lakh is a capital balance and 4 lakh is a premium balance. Done sir. Now come to 4. Now see, we need to adjust a lot of things here. First of all guys, already I receive how much? 4 lakh 30. My due amount is how much sir? 5 lakh. So I am going to receive only how much sir? 70,000. That's the basic thing. See how it is easy. Bank account debit. ठीक है? Bank account debit to equity share allotment. See, first of all sir, what is the money due on allotment? Sir 5 lakh. How much we have already received sir? 4 lakh 30. So what is the balance? We need to write it down sir, 70,000. Got it? Very easy. Now see the different way to calculate. Fatafat. Sir, amount to be received on allotment 45,000. In category 1, we just, अच्छा यहाँ पे भी आप कर लो 5,000 into 5. Because see amount to be received on allotment is how much? Sir 25,000 here. Okay, and here is the category 2 45,000. And in category 3 all money are already adjusted against the application money. So total we are going to receive in allotment is 70,000. It's matching guys, totally matching. देखो यहाँ पे 70 आ रहा है, correct, it's coming 70 only. So bank to equity share allotment 70. And always remember all the allotment money and all the allotment debit credit entries should be nullified, zero. Here allotment 4 lakh 30, here allotment 70,000. So credit balance 5 lakh and debit is 5 lakh. So debit and credit are nullified, zero balance is there, correct? Remember this. Now next 5. Equity share final call guys. So can I write equity share final call account debit to equity share capital account is how much sir? 1 lakh into 7 lakh rupees. That is what the due amount on equity share final. Okay, and after this sir 6th we need to receive the money from the shareholder, bank account debit to equity share final call. How much sir? 7 lakh and 7 lakh. Here we need to make the board resolution number dated journal and narration, and here also the same thing. So guys, we have completed a very good sum on that. Okay, we have completed. So always remember we have need to first calculate in case of prorata. These types of questions come in examination. Okay, this is called the prorata adjustment. Whenever you find any question related to prorata, we need to calculate based on this, whatever we discussed just, okay. Prorata if coming, we need to calculate like this and get it solved. See, it's a very easy question based on prorata because here nothing is calls-in-arrear, nothing is calls-in-advance. But you are going to get a question of mixture, including premium, including advance, including arrear, including forfeiture and reissue. Clear? So this is what we done with respect to the prorata. We have covered the prorata part thoroughly. Okay. Now guys, see, we are going to learn the different aspect of called forfeiture of shares. That is a new concept that we are going to learn. चलिए forfeiture एक बार सीखते हैं. Let's do it, huh? See, what is called it is the forfeiture of share. Write it down, the new topic under this chapter or unit. Forfeiture of share, and then we are going to learn reissue. See, what is the story behind that? एक बार check करते हैं, story को check करते हैं, समझते हैं, ठीक है? See guys, in case of forfeiture, do you know what happened? Suppose what happened? There are a lot of shareholders are there. Suppose the face value is become what? The face value is become nothing but the, let's say 10 rupees. Okay, your face value is become nothing but 10 rupees. So when your face value become 10 rupees, then some of the shareholders may not able to pay the allotment money, or let's say fail to pay the final call money or first call money. Then obviously calls-in-arrear is going to happen as per what we have learned. But somehow the shareholder still at the end of last installment and after receiving the notice from the company, they are not going to pay the money at all. It means shareholder finally unable to repay the money that is due to the company. So the shareholder fails to pay, let's say example for allotment money. If someone fails allotment, it is quite true that he is going to fail for the next installments also, like final call and first call. So the shareholder is only paid till application money. Rather allotment, first call, final call, he has failed out. So what happens, sir? In the given case, the shareholder of the company given a time of 30 days time, let's say as a notice, and within after completion of 30 days, okay, if the shareholder still unable to repay the money as per information or notice of the company, then his or her share will be taken back by the company. His or her share will be taken back by the company. Okay, see, the concept of taking back is nothing but called the forfeiture. Means, see, your share I am going to eat, your money I am going to eat. That is what, मतलब आपका पैसा खा लेना, like eating. Okay, so if any shareholder fails to repay the due amount or calls-in-arrear money on due time as per company's policy, then after expiry of the notice time for payment of calls-in-arrear money, your money, whatever you paid in respect to application or any installment, I am going to forfeit them, taken back them. I am not going to refund a single money that you have paid to the company. I am just going to take it into my reserves, into my profit part as a capital profit. So if in a short note, what I am going to say, any money paid by the shareholder, okay, with respect to any installment, and in subsequently if the shareholder fails to pay the another installments, then this money will be taken back by the companies actually, and obviously company will going to actually take back the shares, money including share, both has been taken back. When shares has been taken back from the shareholder for non-payment of the shares call money, then this situation is called forfeiture of share, when I am going to cancel his shares or her shares. Okay, this situation is called forfeiture of shares. And also remember, this need to be written. Okay, this is need to be written in the articles. Let's take it out. Let's a little bit understand here. Point को तो समझ लेते हैं guys. See here. The term forfeit actually means taking away of property of breach on breach of condition. It means what I told you, taken back because you have not failed to repay the money on the notice time or due time as per the company's policy. It is a very common that one or more shareholders fail to pay their allotment and calls on the due dates. Failure to pay call result in forfeiture of share. I am going to take back your shares, including also the money you paid. I am not going to refund back to you. Okay. Forfeiture of share is the action taken by a company or to cancel the shares. And the directors are usually empowered by the article of association to forfeit those shares by serving proper notice. See, I told you at early that notice is very important. Without notice, you cannot cancel the shares or forfeit the shares of the default shareholders. Okay. When shares are forfeited, the title of the shareholder is extinguished, but the amount paid to the date is not refunded to him. Obviously, guys, I am going to take back the shares, but the amount so paid by the shareholder I am not going to repay back. Okay. And the shareholder cannot claim anything as per the company's policy and as per the Companies Act, because he has failed to pay as per the condition. It's a breach of condition. So if there is a breach of condition, you cannot get back your money at all. Okay. And the power of forfeiture must be exercised strictly having regard to the rules and regulation provided in the articles of the company, and it should be bona fide in the interest of the company. Bona fide means true in the nature of the company. Obviously, anything you are doing with respect to forfeiture, it should have to be true to the interest of the company. It is not like that for any self-individual person. It is like true to the best of the interest of the company. So who gives the power, guys? It's article. Article gives the power to take back the shares and forfeit the money that has been paid by the investors or the defaulting shareholders. Okay. The article authorizes the director to forfeit shares of a member on account of non-payment of a call or installment or interest thereon after serving a proper notice as prescribed by the article. Director also give a right to cancel such forfeiture share in the forfeited share as reallotted. That is what is called forfeiture of share. Now let's try to understand the journals related to the forfeiture, guys. Let's try to understand. ठीक है, चलिए एक बार ट्राई करते समझने का. See, first of all, after completing all the journals, forfeiture can be happen. Okay, see, it can be happen. It can be happen during on in between installment amount. See, it means what? It means suppose forfeiture of share can be happen in between the calls. Suppose someone fails to pay the allotment money, someone fails to pay the first call money. So the person who fails the allotment money also going to fail in the first call money. Let's take an example. So still final call is due. Still it is still pending to be due on final call. But as first call has been completed, now I want to forfeit their shares who fail to pay the allotment including first call also. So before final call, I may forfeit the shares of the shareholder. It is quite possible. That's why written in between installments or call. So if possible, I can cancel those shares or I can forfeit those shares before completing the final calls. So it's called in between the calls. But guys, 90% cases में cancels are happen after the final call. See, after all the calls, because we give reasonable time or reasonable opportunity to the investors to pay their money on time, because these are their hardcore money. So any money lost by them, it will be a painful to them. That's why as a company's policy, rules and regulation, we give sufficient amount of time or reasonable time to pay back all the money that is due on the calls. Okay, so that's why we mainly focus on this after the calls. Okay, but it is not that in between calls is not there. Obviously it will be going to happen. See, let's take an example. If it is happen after the calls and if it is happened between the calls. First, understand if it is happened between the calls. First of all, guys, we are taking back the shares. We are taking back the shares. So obviously, when you taking back the shares, you need to do the journal of equity shares capital account debit. Okay, you just need to remember equity shares capital account debit, and you need to remember is up to the called up capital per share, up to the called up capital per shares. Remember this, huh? You cannot take the shares which we cannot take the portion of shares of face value which is still to be called. Let's say final call abhi baki hai, final call still to be declared. So see, if first call still you are going to like forfeit the shares, then up to the first call money you are going to cancel or forfeit the shares. I am doing the first category. Okay, I just make it mention so that you people can understand. I am doing the first one. Okay, in between calls. Please make a note like this. It will be easy in the subsequent time when you read this. So guys, equity share capital up to the called up capital, and okay, if there is any premium that also to be failed by the shareholder to pay, so share premium or securities premium should be debited here also. If premium money also to be failed, okay, because at the time of capital money due, we due the premium money also. So obviously when he is also failed to pay the premium money, it should be cancelled, guys. Because see, try to understand, when we make due entry for the securities premium, it also include the premium portion of the shareholder who fails to pay the call money. So obviously we need to debited the securities premium. So in my balance sheet or in my books of accounts, the securities premium will show the true value or the true amount. Okay, and 2, equity share capital debit, securities premium debit, and 2, you need to add all the calls in arrear money. It means, let's say all the installments, all the installment money, all the installment money failed by shareholder to share forfeiture, to share forfeiture. Okay guys, see, this is, we till that we are very easy, and with respect to the share forfeiture, you just need to remember how to calculate this. It is very easy. Number of shares held by defaulting shareholder. Okay, it means the shareholder who failed the money, okay, on calls, the number of share held by them into, okay, into amount received on calls, amount received per share, right? Please, amount received per share on calls. So let's say in some example, suppose you receive 2 rupees on calls, so 2 rupees should be considered. Let's say you receive only application, as per the given example only 2 you receive, so number of share multiplied by 2 will be the share forfeiture amount. And remember, as it is the part of share capital, so it is called capital profit. As it is a part of share capital, it is called capital profit, guys. Okay, remember this, it is called capital profit. Clear? And it's a very easy part. Okay. And remember, the share forfeiture, okay, will also need to be shown in the balance sheet. Share forfeiture will be shown in the balance sheet, definitely. Okay, now see, the journal we learned right now, okay, the journal we learned right now, it is true for everything, like in between calls or after the calls. Okay, now you can write here B. if it is happen after the calls, same things we need to follow. We'll do same entry, okay, but the thing is that in case of equity share capital, then we are not going to take only called up capital, we are going to take the full amount of share, let's say face value. At the point of after the calls, only the difference is that only in the equity share capital we take full face value, guys. Okay, we take the full face value. Here you can write, please, in a given case, please write it down. Number of shares defaulted means fail to pay into called up capital. Okay, and here you can write number of shares defaulted into premium per share. Okay guys, please note it down like this, so that like whenever you revise it will be easy. Number of shares defaulted into called up capital, and your number of shares defaulted into premium per share. So same entry will be done only in the equity share capital. We take full face value. Okay, we take only the full face value here. Let's take one example and let it be very clear on, guys. चलिए एक example ले लेता हूँ. Example. Mr. X, sorry, Mr. W. Okay. अच्छा Mr. Bean लिख दो. Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean has allotted 2000 shares, okay, face value rupees 10, okay, application and allotment rupees 2.5 each, okay, application limit 2.5 each. Here you can write, acha, not taken a second example. Application limit 2.5 each, okay. First call rupees 3, final call rupees 2. He paid till allotment but failed to pay first call money, and then his shares were forfeited. Okay guys, he paid till allotment but failed to pay first call money, and then his shares were forfeited. Completed. Now see this part 1. What happened if he fails? What happened? He fails to pay both the first and final call, and then his shares were forfeited. I ask 2 questions here, guys. Do journal entries. in the books of, do the journal entry in the books of CA Limited. Do the journal entry in the books of CA Limited. Okay. So Mr. Bean has allotted 2000 shares of, you can write here, company का नाम लिख लो CA Limited. Okay. This is the name of the company. So we need to do the journal entry in the books of company itself. Let's going through the question once. Mr. Bean has allotted 2000 shares of the company CA Limited, face value of which rupees 10. Application allotment rupees 2.5 each. Okay. And first call is 3 and final call is rupees 2. He paid till allotment but failed to pay first call money. And then his shares were forfeited. What happened if he fails to pay both the first and final call and then his shares forfeited? Two questions. First question is this, after failing the first call money, and the second question is this, if both the calls he has failed and then what happened? We need to do the journal entry. So one by one we can do it. Okay, only two journal entry we need to do it. Only two. First one for the first case, second one for the second case. Let's solve it out guys. चलिए solve करते हैं इसको, फटाफट से solve करते हैं. Let's see. Number one, if shares are forfeited after first call. If shares are forfeited after first call. So what will be the journal entry, sir? See here, I am not making the format, just making it directly so that you people can understand. Okay. So this date, no matter, now right now. See, if we fail to pay the amount, then guys, just we need to understand. The first thing will be debited the equity share capital, guys. No premium, so need not to do any entry with respect to the premium. If there is no premium, need not to do any entry. Okay. See guys, if premium, then we need to do. Otherwise, we are not going to do. If there is a premium, then the premium will be affected. If there is a premium, non-payment of premium, otherwise we will not go, we just simply ignore the things. Okay. So guys, चलिए एक बार देखते हैं. See, application allotment 2.5 each means 5 rupees total application plus allotment, and first call is 3. So how much is the called up capital, guys? 2.5 into 2, 5 plus 3, 8. So can I have 8 rupees to be done here? 2000 into 8, 16,000 completed. As there is no securities premium, so we need not to worry about this. Okay. 2 calls in arrear. Sir, how this calls in arrear will be going to be happen? अच्छा एक काम करते सर, चलिए calls in arrear is how much, sir? As he failed to pay first call only, still allotment he has paid, but he failed to pay first call money. Okay, then his shares are forfeited. So calls in is how much, sir? 3 rupees. So 2000 into 3, 6000, and 2 share forfeiture. So how much will be the forfeiture, sir? See, number of share Mr. Bean held into amount already received from Mr. Bean, 2.5 on application, 2.5 on the allotment. So it's called 10,000 rupees. Done, sir? You can write it's a capital profit. Done, sir. Okay. Now let's see, come to second part. If shares are forfeited after final call. See, as in the given case, equity share capital, okay, we have debited only up to the called up capital because it is based on the first call only. And in the given case, we are doing after final call, means after called up all the face value, means 10 rupees. So we are going to debit 10 rupees fully. See the difference. Here only called up is considered. Only called up is considered. Called up till first call. But here we are going to consider full face value, as already all the calls have been done. Okay, and 2 calls in arrear, he has failed to pay both first and final call. So 2000 into, sir, 3 plus 2, so it's 10,000. And share forfeiture remain the same, no changes. Here also 10,000, here also 10,000. Okay, done, sir. See the differences. That thing is that if it is in between call, then you can do this entry, and if it is not in between call, then you can do the full face value for the purpose of calculation. And make it right now, guys. Here one note, please make a note of that. If shareholder if shareholder fail to pay premium money, then only premium will be debited. Just you need to remember this, make a note of that. If shareholder fail to pay premium money, then only premium will be debited, otherwise not. We are not going to do that. Okay, only if it is fail to pay, then we are only going to do it. Done, sir? Okay, let's take one example more. Example number 2. Continue with the same example. Okay, continue with the same example, just change one thing. With respect to the same example 1, in allotment, not allotment, in first call, we have premium of rupees 1. We have premium of rupees 1, and the first call money is 4 rupees. Okay, see, the first call money is in the given case 3. So I just add 1 rupees premium in the first call, then it make it 4. Okay, everything remains the same, but this is only change. First call money is 4 rupees. That is only the change I made happen. Now what will be the journal entry in the first case and second case? Let's do it. See, in the first case, forfeited after first call. Same equity share capital. Obviously, sir, the remain will be same. So sorry, the amount will be same here. 16,000, no change at all. Equity share capital will be same, 16,000, no change at all. Okay, but the only change is going to happen with respect to the securities premium account, that is extra debit entry we need to make. See, the person fails to pay 2000 shares of rupees 1. So 2000 should be debited. Everything remains the same. Only we add the securities premium account. Okay. 2. Calls in arrear, guys. Here little bit changes happen. 2000 shares. Call money is how much, sir? 4. Okay, 8000 here. Including premium. प्रीमियम भी तो आएंगे ना कॉल्स एरियर में, क्या है फेल है ना, तो इन केस ऑफ फेलियर ऑफ द कॉल मनी प्रीमियम आल्सो टू बी इंक्लूडेड इन द कॉल मनी, सो कॉल्स इन हियर बिकम इंक्लूडिंग प्रीमियम 8000 एंड शेयर फॉरफीचर रिमेन द सेम 10,000. And in the second case, after final call, equity share capital will be debited, sir. Amount little bit change. Here the amount will be 20,000. Okay. Securities premium remain the same, guys. No change at all. you can say 2000, and then here calls in arrear, it's going to be, sir, how much, sir? See, little bit change, 2000 into 4 for first call and 2 for final call, it means 12,000, and share forfeiture remain the same. How much, sir? 10,000. Now cover it up. Equity share capital, securities premium to calls in arrear to share forfeit. Done, sir. Completed. Okay. So this is what we learn with respect to the forfeiture of shares. Forfeiture of shares. Okay. Completed, sir. Let's make a note of that. Two things we have learned. One with respect to, see, one with respect to when shares are fully paid up, in the sense like when we, in the case of any securities premium, then the general entry, and in case of like normal things, we have made the general entry when only the face value is there only. Okay, these two things are there, we have learned. Now let's discuss little bit about the reissue part. हाँ, reissue हम लोग थोड़ा समझ लेते हैं guys. See guys, it's very easy. Now see what happened. कंपनी ने क्या किया देखो guys, let's see, let's understand. See, first company do the forfeitures. Okay, company after doing the forfeiture part, then it is not cancelling those shares. Okay, it is not cancelling, because if you cancel, then it will not going to give when like possible to give to anyone else. Rather, company just taken back the shares from the defaulting shareholders and keep them with the company. Now what happened? Suppose the shares taken back from the shareholder, defaulting shareholder, they are going to issue to any another person. It is called second issue. The shares are forfeited and taken back, they are going to issue to another person again. Then it is called again issue. As it is again issue, it is the term as reissue. It is termed as a reissue, RE, reissue. Because again you are taking back and then reissued it to another person. So in case of reissue, you just need to remember, you cannot cancel the shares so taken back from the defaulting shareholder. You need to keep them with you, and you at the time when you want to reissue it, you can reissue it with some of the other person. See, in case of reissue, two things maybe happen mainly. In the most cases, you can issue reissue of share at a discount, or you can reissue at par. Premium is very rare cases going to happen. Now the first question comes to me that, sir, you told as per section 53 of the Companies Act, share cannot be issued at a discount except sweat equity shares, or in case of reconstruction of in company. These two circumstances, other than you cannot issue share at discount. But what about in case of reissue? We are going to issue shares at a discount? Yes, why not? Because in case of second hand thing, always everyone is going to accept lower price. When you guys are going to purchase any second hand things, what you are going to pay? You are going to pay the lesser amount than the original price. Same thing here happen also. In case of reissue, we are going to mainly issue at a discount. It's quite possible. Okay, because see, in case of reissue, no one is interested to take your shares until and unless you given them any benefit. Any benefit. That's why we should have to remember always that we have to give, or we have to issue the shares so forfeited at a discount, or maybe at par. Okay, and very rare case at premium. So can I have this, guys? Chaliye dekhte ek baar. Let's do it. Now make a note of that. Everyone, reissue of shares. We are learning here. It can be happen at discount, it can be happen at par, it can be happen at premium. Three possibilities we can have. Okay, mostly this one mainly happen. See, what we need to remember here, few points very important. Okay, first of all guys, we need to do the journal entry at the time of issue. See, at the time of reissue, when the shares so forfeited, we are going to issue them, okay, at par, means face value 10, and we are issue them at rupees 10 only. So obviously when we reissue, we are going to receive the money from the shareholder, so bank account debit. Sir, again share capital become tiger zinda like, okay, like again share capital become opened out. Okay, so it is equity share capital. So again our company is going to issue the shares. In case of issue of shares, share capital become live, share capital become open up. Okay, so can I write here guys, at face value you can write at FV. Okay, now what happen if you issue at discount? Means if face value is 10, okay, you can write here less than face value. If face value is 10, you are issuing at rupees 9. Obviously sir, first account of bank will remain the same, but it will be at value less than face value. And see here, in case of debit, you just simply do here discount on issue of shares, okay, account. Or see, 90% cases also mainly we just need to debit forfeiture of share. Okay, why sir? See, we need to just try to understand, when we issue shares, reissue shares at discount, the discount is a loss to me, it's a loss to me. When I forfeit those shares earlier, I made a profit of forfeiture account which is transferred to the forfeiture account. So any loss happened to the reissue should be adjusted only and only against the forfeiture amount. I am repeating guys, as in case of reissue, earlier when I did the forfeiture, I made some profit which is transferred to the forfeiture account. And in case of reissue, if I face any losses, okay, then those losses should be adjusted in only one single account. It is called forfeiture of share. So you can do forfeiture of share in the debit side, rather discount on issue of share. Okay, forfeiture of share debit to equity share capital. Done sir. Okay, to equity share capital. And remember, it's a loss to me, loss on reissue, loss on reissue. And third, if it is at premium, very rare cases it is happen, okay, more than FV, face value. So can I have, see, bank account debit to equity share capital to securities premium. Okay, so we have learned the three things with respect to the reissue of shares. Okay, now after doing this journal entry, okay, either this or this or this, either 1, 2 or 3, any one. The last thing that we need to do, transfer of last, the forfeiture amount, okay, share forfeiture amount, anything left after adjusting this discount, we need to transfer to capital reserve. Last thing. So here two things we need to approach it. Okay, if full, if you can write full share, full or all shares are reissued, it means when you forfeited, you let's say forfeited 2000 shares, okay, and you reissued all the shares, 2000 shares, then after adjusting the share forfeiture with the discount on reissue, the balance fully transfer to the capital reserve. Okay, now we can write here share forfeiture minus less, minus discount on reissue, if any. This amount, okay, will going to capital reserve, and the general entry will be share forfeiture debited, because see, forfeiture is a capital profit. So at the time of forfeiture entry, I credited the share forfeiture. Right now I am debiting because I am transferring to reserves. So to capital reserve. Done, sir. In case of all the shares are reissued, we should do this journal entry only. Okay. But now what happened? If part shares is right, please. Partly forfeited shares are reissued. It means out of 2000 shares, you reissued only 1500 shares. It means partly forfeited shares are reissued. At that time, what is going to happen? Remember, share forfeiture amount total into reissued share divided by total forfeited shares. That is the formula. See what I've written? Share forfeiture amount, okay, into reissued share by total forfeited shares. Reissued share by total forfeited shares. Then less discount on shares, discount on reissue. Then whatever will going to left, we need to make the same journal entry. This one, okay. If see, share forfeiture amount, let's say taking the example of this one only, okay, last one. Let's say your share forfeiture amount is how much, sir? 10,000, okay. So 10,000 share forfeiture is happen for 2,000 shares, okay. So what can you say? For 2,000 shares, my share forfeiture amount is 10,000. For 1,500 share, how much it is? It is called unitary method. For 2,000 shares, my forfeiture is 10,000. For 1 shares, my forfeiture is 10,000 by 2,000. For 1,500 shares, my forfeiture being 10,000 into 1,500 by 2,000. That is what going to happen. Let's take an example and make it clear. Okay. And this is whole part. After getting this amount, you need to just deduct the discount reissue, and then you need to make the same journal entry, share forfeiture to capital reserve, guys. Okay, let's do it. And this method is known proportionate transfer method. We are doing proportionate. The number of shares we reissued, the number of, with respect to those number of shares, we are doing the capital reserve. Anything left in the share forfeiture should be shown in the balance sheet. Okay, anything left will be shown in the balance sheet, guys. Remember this. Okay, and you make a note of that here. अच्छा यहाँ पे लिख लो एक बार guys. Always remember share for which will be shown in the here also. Please make a extra note of that. Share forfeiture will be shown under share capital subheading. Share capital is a subheading in the balance sheet under the shareholders fund. Share capital under subheading. You guys know that when you did the financial statement of companies under the shareholders fund, we have one subheading called share capital. Under the share capital subheading, okay, we are going to show the share forfeiture. Remember this. Here also please write balance in share forfeiture to be shown under share capital in the balance sheet. Remember this, okay? We done, sir. Please make a note of that. You guys please make a note of that also, and this one also. Please. Share forfeiture will be shown under share capital subheading. Share forfeiture will be shown under share capital subheading. And here balance in share forfeiture to be shown under share capital. Balance in share forfeiture to be shown under share capital. ठीक है? चलिए, example. See, as per the last example, I am going to take it. So I have share forfeiture balance how much? Let's take. I just write it down. Share forfeiture balance 10,000. ठीक है? And you can please write in bracket 2,000 shares. For 2,000 shares, balance is 10,000. And reissued, okay, 2,000 shares at the rate 9 only. In the first case. And second case, reissued 1,500 shares at the rate 9 only. Two scenario I am going to understand. Okay, one at like full shares, another is a part share. So the journal entry will be, sir, see here, journal entries. First one, guys, bank account debit. Obviously share forfeiture to be debited, guys. Okay, because we are issuing at a discount of 1 rupees to equity share capital account. You can write 2,000 into 9, 18,000, 2,000 into 1, 2,000, and here 20,000. Done. It is matching. 2,000 into 10. Correct? And again, second, sir, obviously we have a share forfeiture balance 10,000, and in a discount we already used 2,000 rupees, so balance is left 8,000. We need to transfer it because it's a full issue, sorry, full reissue. So we just need to transfer 8,000 directly. 10,000 balance minus 2,000 to capital reserve. See, with respect to this, we need to just understand the forfeitures, sorry, reissued narration. Okay, being reissue of 2,000 shares at the rate 9 each as per board, okay, board's resolution number. Please make a note of that. See, as here capital is involved, always what we discuss from very first class, wherever capital is involved, we need to use the word board resolution number, sorry, dot dated. Don't close here. it is dot 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 dated. Okay, and in the given case, being profit on reissue transferred to capital reserve. Actually, profit has been happened at the time of forfeiture, and the profit has been transferred after reissue. Okay, remember guys, this share forfeiture, as it is a capital nature, capital profit, that's why we are transferring the capital profit to where? Capital reserve, not in the PNL and not in the securities premium. Remember these are logic are there. Why we are transferring to capital reserve? Because these are all are my capital profit. That's why I'm transferring it to capital reserve only. Okay, please make a note of 8,000. Now what happened? In the case of like this one, it is 0.1 fully reissued, and then partly reissued. In case of partly reissued, what is going to happen, sir? In case of partly reissued, sir, bank account debit for 1500 into 9, correct? It means, sir, 13,500. Share forfeiture, 1500, 1500 into 1 to equity share capital 15,000. Done, sir. Okay, and now next, the most important entry, this one. Oh, okay, 1 and 2. Now we need to transfer it to share forfeiture. Okay, share forfeiture to capital reserve. How I am going to solve it? Dekho, the way I am writing, the way I am solving out. See here, the formula. I am going to solve like this. I am using the formula and solve like this. Share forfeiture amount. What is the share forfeiture amount? 10,000. Correct? Into reissued share is how much, sir? 1500, sir. Correct. Divided by, sir, total forfeited share is, sir, 2000. Okay, and then, sir, minus discount on reissue. See here, minus discount on reissue. So minus discount on reissue is 1500. Now if you calculate this, 10,000 into 1500 divided by 2000, it's coming 7,500 minus 1500, so 6,000. See, we have done. It is called proportionate calculation. You can write here. And if you check once, balance in share forfeiture is how much? 10,000 we have the balance. Correct, 10,000 we have the balance, and we utilize already 7,500. Correct, we utilize only. So 2,500 is left only. Correct, 2,500 is left. So 2,500 will be shown under share capital. Done, sir. Completed, guys. Fully completed. Okay. That is how we need to make all the journals related to the reissue of shares. Earlier we understand forfeiture of shares. Here we have understand reissue of share. Okay. As well as we today understand also prorata. So both are, see what you have learned just last 1 hour. It will be the question paper itself in front of you at the examination hall. Okay. These are important only. And based on this, we are going to solve the question. Okay.